So I hit the roof with some sandpaper on a sanding block to see where my dents are, and I can see on camera this one here is showing up really well, and there's this guy, and this big old guy right here. So I'm going to try something, and I have no idea if this is going to work or not, and I really doubt it is, but what I'm going to try to do is heat up the dent with a torch and then shrink it with my special tool straight out of North Atlantic, piece of iceberg ice. So if you're a professional handyman, I suggest you look away now. Couldn't get that dent to pop, so what I did is ground it out and attach a special dent pulling stud, which is a nail, and attach my vice grips to it. That allows me to pop the dent up, so I can now give her a shrink on the old oil can. So this one required 2 actual stud pulls. I can get this guy out now, but so it needs to heat and shrink. Anyways, I kind of didn't hit record in the whole process of trying to shrink it, but it's got no longer oil cans. Oh, that's how it does. Heat this bastard up. And the last little oil can I have is right here between the two, right here. So I don't have to heat that guy and shrink it. Come on, the paint, catch it on fire. I'm almost out of ice now. Oh, there it goes. So I got this spot where the light was mounted on the roof kind of cleaned up. There's freaking holes everywhere. And I got the dent pulled. It's oil canning kind of like that. So I can add heat along here and along here, I think, and shrink that. And that should stop that from going up and down. It goes pretty smooth now that I have it pulled out. This here is going to be a mess, and I think there's a little dent right here too, but not a big deal. So I had the issue of this hole here in the floor, and I figured out a way to fix it kind of easy. It was made by this size of hole saw right here. So we take that hole saw, which is that size. This is the one that's one size bigger, and this one will fit inside that. So what I did was drill out a piece of metal with this bigger hole saw, and that will give you a blank which looks like this, and that is the same diameter of that over here, with this one here cut. So that means that it will fit perfectly in here. I just use a magnet to hold it. Now I have it ground down. Looks pretty good on the top. The bottom where well the screw holes, I guess it was caved in a little bit. So it didn't grind quite flat, but this is only the floor, so it doesn't really matter. But that fixed that big gaping hole in the floor pretty easily. Got it all cleaned up here now, where I heat it and beat it to crap. And actually, not bad. It is wrinkly as all hell, but I can come in and fill this later. And yeah, it no longer oil cans. These little dips here, well, they're not really worth bothering it. Now, I'm no professional body man, but if you're trying to shrink a bit of metal and get the oil canning effect out of your body panels, heating with a torch and then shocking it, shrinking it with a cold piece of iceberg ice works pretty good. Now, what I've done is not anywhere near perfect, and it kind of does suck, but on the roof of this old truck, doesn't really matter.